There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb and welcome to regular Sudoku. So this module looks very similar to a Sudoku puzzle, and that's because it is. All this module is you're simply going to be solving a Sudoku puzzle. There's no strikes that you can get from this, and it's just very simple. It's a very simple module. Now, this module, however, can take a long time because each number that you have to input is going to be input by clicking each individual tile up into the number that you want to get to. Now, of course, as you just saw, I can move back around to the beginning. If you happen to click 9 afterwards, it just goes back to the beginning, leaving it as a blank. Now, the way that Sudoku works, for those of you who aren't familiar with how this works, is what we have here is we have a series of 9 little subgrids. And each number in these little subgrids has to contain a number, contains the number 1 through 9. It's guaranteed to have, it has to be guaranteed to have all of the numbers. And the other catch is that each row and column of the entire grid here has to also contain the numbers of 1 through 9. And using these clues, you should be able to figure out where each number goes and what we should be able and where they should be placed. And of course, you want to place them. So, these numbers in black represents the clues that are given to you at the beginning of the module. They will not change if you happen to click on them, and they shouldn't be touched with. These are going to be clues to help you solve the rest of this module, and hopefully this should be a really simple, straightforward module. Now, I'm going to show you some of the clues that you can do to actually get through this module. Let's take a look around, though. Now, with these two twos in these two columns here, what this means is that we cannot place the 2 over in this little, top left subgrid here in these 4 positions because of the fact that there is a 2 in both of these columns. So this means that this has to be a 2 right there. Next up, if we keep looking, 9 cannot be placed here. 1, 2, 3. Let me figure out some other clues here. We know that our last spots up in this top row is going to be a 2 and a 3. And using this 2 over here, this simply means that the 2 cannot be placed here. So this has to be our 2, this has to be our 3. And just like that, that row is already taken care of. Now with this little subgrid here, we're missing a 3 and a 7, it appears. We really can't use much right here, just simply because there's no clues that it will be able to help us. However, this column here is missing 1 number, so this means it's going to be guaranteed to have 1 number. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and it is missing a 4. That's our number. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 8, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So it's missing 5, 6, 7 in this little grid here. And by the way, in case I didn't mention this already, this is literally the tutorial right here. It's just going to be solving a Sudoku puzzle. It's a nice solo for those of you who are familiar with how Sudoku works, especially with bombs that have a lot of work to do on them that you can give to your experts. But this is all you're simply going to be doing with this module, is literally solving a Sudoku puzzle. If you know Sudoku, you know this module, and at this point you can click off this tutorial. It's literally just going to be me solving a Sudoku puzzle. However, if that's the content you came for, by all means be my guest and watch. So let's take a look around, and ultimately the way that you solve this module is just simply by looking around. It's very easy to miss some things, and that's what makes this module take such a long time, is because it is just a lot of looking around. So let's keep looking. That's got to be a 7 right here. These 2 rows have to have 7s, so that means that that's got to be a 7 right there. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Can't do anything with 3. 4. 4. 7, 8. Jeez. 2, 3, 5. Let's see if we can figure out any other columns or rows. Does not appear to be the case. Oh yeah, here's a 6 over here. This column has a 6. This row has a 6. And this column also has a 6. Okay. 5. 5's got to be right here. Because 5 has the row right there and the column right here. Um, 9 right here. Row, column. We get a 1, we can. 1 right there, because the 1 is the same row. And then our last number is going to be a 4 right here. Lovely. We have one of the separates finished. Now with this glue, we can also figure out the 4 over here, because we just figured out this 4 was over here, and this column is a 4 as well. 1, 2, 3. Can't do anything with the 3 quite yet. We know it's one of these two spots. 7, 8. 7, 8. 3, 7, 8 is what I'm missing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay. That's a 9. There's 2 rows and the column to get rid of that top right spot. Hmm. We do something with this 9, maybe? No. This is the unfortunate part of the Sudoku puzzles, that they take a while to do. And at this point, I'm just going to mute my voice so I can actually talk to myself. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is all there is to this tutorial. You can click off at this point. If you haven't, well, yeah, I don't know. You're weird. I appreciate it. Alright, and as we're nearing the end right here, what happens now is when you happen to input all the numbers, if your answer is simply correct, it will simply turn green, and that's going to solve the module. There is no way to strike on this, so if you happen to input numbers that are just completely random, of course, it will not strike you at all, so don't worry about that. So now let's finish this up. We're very close to being done. I actually got a rather quite nice example. The one that I got previously beforehand was not so nice. We're missing 1 and 2 over on this side. And at this point, we probably can just guess, to be honest. Let's figure out this with logic. So in this little subgrid, we're missing a 1, 2, not 2, 1, 3. And we can actually knock out that 3 with it being in this bottom right position. So it's going to be a 3 right here. Because of the fact that we have the 3 in this row with the 3 in this column, that means at the bottom right. And then this column, we're actually missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 9. Okay. And then we're missing 4 spots. This is going to be, we have 1 and a 5 that we're missing. 1 and 5. Which means this has to be the 5, this has to be the 1, this has to be the 1, this has to be the 2. And just like that is a solved module. As always, thank you guys for watching me suffer, and as always, stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.